Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Gio from Switchrpg.com. Thank you very much for joining me again in Triangle Strategy. It has certainly been a while in between episodes and I really apologize for that. Without further ado, let's continue on to Castle Wolfort. Lord Simon, House of Wolfort, welcomes Frederica into his home both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Aefrost's unity. Let's see what we got going on in here.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Aefrost.
Ho ho, the pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl.
I believe I mentioned this in the first episode. I'm not sure. But I do want to say that the voice acting seems very different from what the demo was. Especially the very first demo. Not the more recent prologue demo, but it just seems overall better. Let's continue.
You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important.
Very true.
Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Aefrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Aefrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolfort, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
No, I don't know why.
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse,
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Oh, what's going on?
Father!
Lord Simon!
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For
Jeez.
this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
Better get that in writing.
But, Father...
Maybe more
not ready
witnesses.
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
But he's kind of old too, right?
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Who?
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son.
At least we got one
And
other
after
witness.
that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
All right. A young hawk soars. Completed. Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, right here's fine. Look at that. Wow. Now what? Game over.
"30 years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources. This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long and battled realm."
Okay. So are we all gonna fight for that little square inch of land?
One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success, the first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with him. Chapter 2. So that was officially closing of the first chapter.
Welcome to Castle Wolfort, Minister Lila. Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, The news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke. Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
Oh, why didn't you know?
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolfort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolfort in Serenoa's capable hands.
Okay, great. More people
You're
know.
abdicating
Perfect.
your position? Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both. I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolfort, as will I.
Pray, go easy on the boy, my lady.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed, he has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Orzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels.
Yeah, what
As
is
a
that?
fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Was that him looking
Dragan's
around?
gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes. I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course,
Okay.
Father.
I will try my best. Here's Benedict. There certainly is a lot of dialogue in the first, I don't know, what has it been? Maybe hour and a half, 2 hours? Lord Dragon could be anywhere. I suppose this is a good opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move freely about the area, gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. Alright, okay, got it. Okay, so +2. End this. Alright, we can run pretty dang quick. Alright, let's start talking to people. Frederica. It's just like him, gallivant off a nary a word of farewell. Still, I suppose there is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Serenoa? Alright. To know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Eridot told me in perhaps more colorful words. It is a port at the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, but not at the expense of fair trade. Wolfort is nestled safely behind castle walls, and it is a town of peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. I think I'll go for that. And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I'm sure. There are always threats to the peace, however, as your encounter with the bandits proved. Of course, simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task in itself. You have given me much to consider. Alright, I see a lot of shiny, shimmery things. Let's take a look. We got an HP recovery pellet. We will get them all. What is you? It's a merchant. Ah, I must make ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit union of you? I don't know. It is an impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with Lord Simone will spark inspiration. Yeah, possibility. Who are you? Oh, Dragon, this town is prosperous, and its people have faith in their lord, an impressive achievement, by my experience. You are too kind, Lord Dragon. Ah, my apologies, but you are? The apology should be mine. I am Saranoa Wolfort. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Ah, of course. I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore the town a while longer, but rest assured I shall be punctual in my arrival. Okay, you best be. Who are you? Eridor. I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride to be like that. I'm just glad that we got there before any real harm could be done, my lord. Can I... the most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted. Can we get into... Oh, we can go into some of these buildings. I do recall that. We'll see if there's anything here. Oh, we got something shiny, shimmery. Another HP recovery pellet. Sweet deal. Yeah, we're gonna check all these buildings here. I don't know if we can enter them all, but wait for anything shiny. That one took a while last time. There was another building attached to this. What are you hiding, dude? I can scarce remember the last time Glenbrook was host to such marvelous... I don't know what that said. Who among the nations will win glory? Which will be known as the fiercest in all Roselia? I mean, to be there when history is made. So yeah, we could just end this right now, but we'd be missing out on a lot of dialogue choices, and it certainly helps us in what will precede this. There'll be nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. Alright, what do you got to say? Who are you? Child, we're playing. Hide and seek till Dad comes home. I need to find a place to hide, and quick. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you. Ah, one of my favorite games. Barrels were always my favorite places for to hide. It takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help you. Let's go to the barrel. She's just a child, you know. Barrels, I would never have thought of that, my lord. Alright, they'll never find you. Hopefully they'll find you. I speak from experience, they won't. However, there may be better hiding places around town. You're right, my lord. I'll find a hiding place no one's ever thought of before. Now, be careful with that. Don't want to get stuck somewhere. Anything? Anything in here? Oh, it's a cat. Oh, hello. I am told, or I did see somewhere, anyway, that petting the animals does provide bonuses in battle? I thought I saw something like that somewhere. It's kind of cool. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part in the tourney. Maybe bring victory to House Wolfort. You best. Another... Can we get something different, please? To see peace we enjoy now, one would never think that, but 30 years ago, our realm was engulfed in war. The Salt Iron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. Yeah, I can't imagine going through something like that. Is this Benedict? Ah, I sense you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Norizelia's three nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope that this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said that Lord Dragon, I hope I'm saying that right, Lord Dragon's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I can think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. Yeah, I have no idea if I'm saying that right. It feels right. It feels right, and that is all that matters to me right now. I'll get corrected. They did say it like a few times. I heard tell Prince Roland is shirking his duties at castle once again. Thank heaven that shirtless child isn't in line for crown. Anything? You got anything I can take? Doesn't look like it. I believe I've gone through everything. Let me just take one. What about you, bro? What you got? I've been tasked with attending you. thought I saw this. I'm eager to hear your speech and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. So that's the next big thing, is this tournament. Did I go in here? Oh, no, I didn't. Whoa, now we get gold. We are getting gold. I think I've gotten everything at this point. Right? Anything shiny, shimmery? Shiny, shimmery? Nope. Nope. I talked to you already. I think that's actually it. I just went in there. Alright, we'll hit plus, end exploration. The banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragon and I had best not arrive late. I don't know if I can go to camp and spend that money that I just got. I have no idea. At the banquet.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Dragan.
Quite.
Okay.
Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzant's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals, and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Perhaps the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant. By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn. But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All
I
those
believe that.
who live require it. Not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
You agree with me then?
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute.
I was gonna say they agree with each other. Yeah, they want everybody to enjoy the salt, not just these higher ups.
But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Indeed, we must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
I thought you wanted Sereno to act like he was the lead, and that you just butt in. Come on, let him make his mistakes. All right, what do we have here? I'd like to actually zoom out some more. So we'll see what this has to offer. Now this is a kind of a side, it's a side story. What does it say again? The children of the crown speak to their father, King Regna. We'll definitely be doing that. I want to experience everything. And I'm actually kind of surprised. I don't know if it gets larger, but this map is really kind of small, I guess. All right, check this out.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of his voice.
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Oh.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
News spreads fast.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Can we appreciate the water effects right here? Like, this HD 2D thing is still really new, and the way they implement this water in this pixel art is just freaking amazing, along with the dynamic lighting. Anyways.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants. They're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
They really are children, aren't
Where are
they?
you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
There is. Hopefully he's on our team.
Brother!
Brother is not happy with this. Oh, are we training here?
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Again, the water. It's amazing.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
The pleasure was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the final match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
So he is on our team.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Oh.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man.
You can't
It is
say
an honor
that.
to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
He wants this guy to just, like, take over everything. Wonder why. Alright, I think it's tourney time. Tourney time. Maybe not.
Now that's what I call a feast.
This guy's
You've
feeling
landed quite the
good.
catch, Frederica. He is a good man. I can see it in his eyes.
You are too kind, Lord Dragan.
And humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica,
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity and kind.
no apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well. My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
What is the invention?
Again, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
Yeah.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
This guy's gonna pass out, right?
Make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
Alright, it is the first step towards true harmony among three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well. Alright, it benefits all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm actually going to say it's the first step towards true harmony among three nations. I welcome it. Might be a little naive, but
true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism.
Yeah, naive
even
and
if
optimistic.
I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength going forward.
Hopefully.
In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn. Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be writ large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
I shall.
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps I should just lie.
Good night, dude. Oof. Oh, he's done.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and Trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well.
Oh, they're on a first-name basis now?
We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
I kind of wanted to see them carry him, to be honest with you. Benedict's.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those...
Oh boy. Oh, jeez.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Do not bother, Benedict. It will avail me not. You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
My lord.
And so I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
All right, that's gonna do it for today's episode. Unfortunately, it was just mostly dialogue and setting up plot points. Lord Simone's obviously not doing well at all, but we kind of got an idea as to what some of these newer people that are taking over their houses, what their intentions are a little bit. Anyways, there's still a little bit more of the gaps to fill in. But join me in the next episode, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All that good stuff, and in the next one, we'll probably be taking on that tournament. So, see you then. Goodbye.